The animated comedy Migration, released in December 2023, is filled with adventure of a family of ducks who decide to leave their comfort zone and take a journey for a vacation in Jamaica. Hello and welcome to Galore Techs. Today's video is all about the computer magic that has been used to create this visually appealing animated comedy under the direction of French animator and filmmaker Benjamin René. So, if you want to see how this beautiful movie was put together, then stay with us till the end. Illumination Studio revealed its movie Migration in February of 2022, appointing the French cartoonist and animator Benjamin René as the director. René, known for his work on hand-drawn animated films, took on the challenge of transforming his straightforward drawing style into a computer animated format. The movie premiered at the View conference in Turin, Italy on October 19, 2023, and was later released in the United States on December 22nd. Critics generally praised the film, and it's earned more than $175 million globally, surpassing the budget of $72 million. Now, Benjamin René, who you probably remember from the 2017 animated film The Big Bad Fox, as well as Ernest and Celestine, animated movie from 2012, which also received widespread fame, and it was nominated for an Academy Award, but lost to Disney's Frozen. When he was asked to get on board for Migration the movie, it was a huge step for him from working on small-scale 2D animations to a big-budget film with a huge studio like Illumination. Migration is actually an English language and 3D animation debut for director René, and he faced the challenge of transforming his simplistic drawing approach, seen in his earlier films, to suit a computer animated movie. And unlike his previous work where backgrounds were merely suggested, in the realm of computer animation they need to be fully visualized and rendered. Since the debut of Illumination's first feature film, Despicable Me, in 2010, the studio has carefully crafted a unique visual style that really does set them apart. The vibrant bursts of color, soft and whimsical environments, and characters with exaggerated, often round features have become a distinctive trademark for Illumination. You only need to watch a few frames to easily recognize which studio is behind their films. Even when venturing into established franchises like the Super Mario Bros. Movie or Dr. Seuss productions, Illumination maintains a consistent look and feel. This time around, the studio has ventured into a rather different style than their usual one, featuring more stylized animation that adds a new layer of visual richness to the studio's repertoire. Director Benjamin René let go his stylized hand-drawn animation style in previous French films and has taken a leap into Illumination's world, deviating from the studio's established style while still incorporating the big-eyed cartoonish look typical of Illumination characters. But what really sets the movie apart is the lush and unique world created around these characters. Unlike the detailed backgrounds found in previous films, where every hair strand and leaf seems countable, Migration movie scenes are simpler in their details, almost resembling a hand-painted image rather than typical computer animation. So this shift in visual style brings a fresh and captivating feel to the movie, making it not only a significant step for the studio, but also an appealing choice for the viewers. You can't help but applaud how well the filmmakers have blended realism found in the details of the water and feathers with cartoons such as the characters themselves. And by the way, this blend is hardly seen in mainstream studio animations. So, while describing his approach, René said, "When I do 2D, basically I have a blank page. I start to draw lines. I stop as soon as what I want to express is there on paper. If I want to draw a duck, I draw 3 lines. Some call it minimalistic, I call it lazy." René highlighted the difference between 3D and 2D, emphasizing that 2D is additive, while 3D is subtractive. In 2D, the process involves creating and adding elements until the desired expression is achieved. However, in 3D, René found himself removing elements, considering factors like texture, lighting, and shading. He described the 3D process as a matter of eliminating things that didn't belong, stating, "You have to remove elements. Make them with shadow and light. You go from everything and you remove things. 2D is more like you make things appear." The team of animators even studied a real duck at their studio to really gather first-hand reference material and observe the natural movements, behaviors, and characteristics of ducks. This direct observation helps animators create more realistic and convincing animated sequences. By studying real-life animals, animators can capture the nuances of their movements, expressions, and interactions with the environment, which really does add authenticity to the animated scenes featuring that animal. The movie started out with the opening scene, which, according to Renee, is aimed at a visual distinction from the rest of the film and is a story before we get to the real story of the film. Interestingly, the scene deviates from traditional animation by employing computer animation designed to mimic a traditional look. Migration is a groundbreaking achievement as the first major 3D animated feature to debut globally in the immersive 270-degree panoramic ScreenX format. This release represents ScreenX's inaugural global showcase for a major studio animated film. Collaborating with Illumination, CJ, a company specializing in developing and providing 4DX cinema systems worldwide, worked on creating specific and expanded sequences tailored for ScreenX. The outcome is truly remarkable, enhancing the cinematic experience by showcasing even more of the animated magic skillfully crafted by that production team. The movie looks straight out of an artist's palette, and the filmmakers have done a great job of displaying different color schemes of the movie in a captivating way. The color palette has a rich tone, and its stark deviation from Illumination Studios' previous films. The deliberate choice of these colors was pivotal for Migration, as it aimed to emphasize the stark contrast between the different seasons, playing a crucial role in setting the stage for the migratory journey of the bird family. Inspiration from the real world has played a big role in all the visuals that we do see in the movie. For example, production designer Colin Stimpson took a trip to New York, which helped form the location for the film. And since the Mallards were so excited to be visiting Jamaica, the portrayal of that place had to pay off. The setting which is shown in the movie is inspired by the picturesque blue mountains of the country. Another scene with the Heron couple was inspired by the 1920 silent German film, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Following this captivating sequence, there is another beautiful scene where the birds are flying through the clouds. Interestingly, this scene was added at the request of the producer, Chris Meledandri. The inspiration for this cloud-filled moment came from director Benjamin Renner's own observations of clouds during his plane journeys to Illumination Studios in Paris. Like so many film projects that got hit during the pandemic, the same was the case with Migration. The dates got pushed back. The cast members didn't even meet one another on any occasion. That means they recorded all their parts separately. The process was so isolated that some of the cast members only met at the premiere. This animated movie is considered the best work of Illumination Studios since Despicable Me, and has all the elements for a nice family watch. It has a simple but adventurous storyline. It's got some amazing graphics and some hilarious family-friendly comedy too. It got a 73% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes with an average score of 6.3 out of 10. Under Universal's agreement with Netflix, the movie will be available for streaming on Peacock during the initial 4 months of the pay TV window, moving to Netflix for the next 10 months, and then it'll return to Peacock for the remaining 4 months of its streaming availability. So if you're a fan of animated adventure movies with a subtle storyline, you've got to watch Migration. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more interesting Galore Text videos. Thanks for watching.